My name is Rodney Hughes, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. My father is Rodney King, and I am a DJ. I don't remember much of my mom. I don't remember a lot about what happened. I only remember the worst thing that happened. She told the guy that she didn't want to be involved with him anymore, and he didn't want that to happen. He knew that she was cheating, messing with Rodney King. That's when she said it's over, and the other guy was not having that. He shot her. I was still in Los Angeles, and then my auntie came from Mobile, Alabama, and picked me up, and then she took me back to Alabama and raised me there. I missed my father when I was growing up in Alabama, but after that, I really didn't think about it too much. The main objective was to find my father, meet him, and keep it moving.
I'm Rodney Hughes' aunt. Rita was my sister. I remember distinctly just before she was killed that she and I had a conversation, and I said to her I thought it was time for her to come home. And she had promised me she was coming home, but she didn't come home like we thought. We had some thoughts that she had mentioned to us. That's how the name Rodney King came in our family, that perhaps she knew him at one point. And then she said it was someone else. So we wasn't actually for sure who the baby's daddies was.
3 people have been killed in Los Angeles in a night of rioting. The violence followed not guilty verdicts on nearly all counts in the videotaped police beating of a black motorist.
Los Angeles County is under a state of emergency in the wake of violence spawned by acquittals in the Rodney King beating trial.
Our top story this morning comes from Los Angeles following the verdict in the 4 police officers who were accused in the beating of the motorist Rodney King. They were found not guilty of almost all the charges.
How could that be, given the powerful evidence of the videotape?
The LA riots. People were really scared.
Freedom of speech! I quit pulling over for the police, cause they beat Rodney King like a savage beast. Now my brothers on the block think it's block time. Open up season on cop time.
Today is the day I get these DNA results back. I'm real excited. I'm about to find out if Rodney King is my father or not. So if you guys could just bear with me, we go find out together. If it say Rodney King is not my father, I'm gonna say, what? I've been waiting for this about 15 years. He better be my father. Cause I hate being lied to. And it's been too long, too many years. So I'm just hoping everything goes right. I even have 2 birth certificates. Everything is so crazy. It's like I'm born to identity. My family in Alabama told me that was my father and my grandmother, and then I got the down scoop. I even have a picture with me and my father. We just can't find it. About to go check the mailbox. Hopefully the letter's in there. We'll see what happens. What? The letter's not here? The letter is not here. I've been waiting on this letter for a long time. It's not even here yet. It's a very big disappointment. What I feel like I need to do to go try to meet him, it's like because it really didn't matter that he was my father to anyone. You know, everyone was just doing their own thing, and no one ever took out the time to really so we can go check it out. So I said when I, get able, I'll find out on my own. Damn, another day is not here again. It sucks. And I was on Facebook one night, and I was going to his page a couple of times here and there, and he never be on his page on Facebook, on his like page. And then one day, I saw this girl said, "I love you, Daddy," and I said, "Well, hot damn, I'm back on it. I'm back in the race." So I clicked on her page. I sent her about 20 messages, said, hey, hit me up, hey, hey, hey. And I hit up everybody that said that was her family on her Facebook page. I hit everybody up. One day, her mom, which is Rodney King's ex-wife, she hit me back. And by a week later, a number popped up in my inbox. She said, hey, I just feel like this is the right thing to do. I'm gonna give you Rodney King's number. So I ended up calling Rodney King. He didn't answer the phone. I was like, damn, he didn't answer the phone. Like, a day later, he called me back. So I was all excited, like, what's up, man? What's going on, Rodney? He's like, hello, who are you? And I was like, I'm supposed to be your son. He said, what? And he was like, he used to talk to this other young lady, and he said that, you know, she had a son, but then she died. So that also led me to believe that he possibly can be my father.
He actually contacted my mom on Facebook, and my mom told me that he thinks that we have the same father. And so first he asked me to be his friend, and I didn't accept because I didn't know who he was. And then after a while, my mom told me the whole story, so then I accepted. You know, I told him to look into it to maybe if they can do like sibling DNA tests.
The next step was taking a DNA test. We went to the DNA clinic on Waters Avenue in Savannah. And what was funny about this DNA test, the guy name was James Brown. So where do y'all have to send it off to?
We'll send it off to Chromosome Laboratories, and that's in Phoenix, Arizona. And they would they will receive both samples, and then they will do the analysis on the samples.
Has there ever been a chance that they made a mistake about doing the testing?
As far as collecting the samples, identifying the samples, no. That's why we have you initial every step of the way, and that's why we take a photo, and that's why we get a copy of your ID to make sure that the person that's being tested is actually you.
How long does it take?
It takes generally 3 business days.
Whatever the findings are, if they find out that he is his father, I think Rodney should view that from a perspective of just learning who he is. All these years he's not known. All these years he's never been in his life. All these years he hasn't been there. This father has not been there for Rodney. He has known nothing about him. He has not developed not one mold of his character. I think he should handle it from a perspective of just getting to know him, know who he is, and move on with his life.
Kind of nervous, you know. I'm just, want to know what's going to happen. I've been waiting for this for about 3 days now. Today is the 4th day, so I just want to see what's going to happen, and hopefully we all can find out together. This is it. This is it.
Good afternoon, Director. Can I help you?
Hi, Mouse. Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm trying to speak with Dr. Vincent Tran.
I'm sorry, the doctor's unavailable right now. Can I take a message?
I just had a question about this DNA letter that was sent to me, and I just wanted to ask a small question on that.
Okay, how can I help you?
All right. The Senate says, based on the genetic results, the alleged half-siblings are 7.232 times more likely to be unrelated than to be related as half-siblings. And I was trying to find out if does that mean that is already related?
No, you're not related.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. All right. No, it's not painful. It's not. I mean, I know what I wanted to know. I just been waiting on one answer. I was more disappointed about waiting for the answer rather than receiving the answer. So now that I have the answer, I mean, I'm good. That's all I wanted to know. I feel like it wasn't a waste of money, even though it did cost $400, but it's worth it. Worth a 15-year answer.
I actually never thought that we were related, but I did it because, you know, that could have easily been someone. It could have been me, it could have been anybody, and I would want someone to do that for me if that was the case. So
at first I was excited, but then when I found out that it wasn't true, I was kind of down about it. Well, I really, the type of person I am, I really don't let things, you know, I'm not gonna let things take over me like that, you know, because when you let things take over you, I mean, how would you be able to get better? Because there's always gonna be something happening. So, I mean, I was down about it, but then I was like, all these years, it's not true. So I was like, you know, I have to move on. I can't stay back and try to, you know, be down about it, because that's not gonna make anything better. I feel like Danae is a really good person. I think she has a good heart. She took out time to go take a DNA test to try to see was me and her kin to each other. Was we brothers and sisters? You know, I just feel like that, you know, she did all she can, and, you know, I really thank her for that. And I feel like every young man needs to be involved with his father. People are very crazy. They won't get a job because they're so lazy. These young girls are wilding out by having sex and so many babies instead of growing up to be very beautiful young ladies. Young men will not face the fact that in order to have a nice job, you need an education. Instead, they would go on the street with someone to have a confrontation. Young teens are robbing, killing, and stealing because they want to be with the dope man in the street who call himself a thug and tend to show teens a little love. Young teens tend to abstain the accuse they give their parents because their parents are trying to teach them right from wrong. But if they keep traveling on the road they own, it won't be long before they be gone. I feel like I owe Danae a favor. And what I feel like I need to do is go down to California, meet Danae, and we all hang out and just kick it. And maybe we might run into Rodney King. I might could just get a chance just to meet him and let him know that even though I was supposed to be your son, I'm not your son, but I mean, we still could be cool.